Ever wondered why people go on killing sprees?
Are you interested in exploring the paranormal?
Baffled by stories of previous lives?
Well, so are we.
In each episode, we'll be discussing the weird and wonderful stories of some truly confusing phenomenons and some horrific true crime cases.
Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and join us every Tuesday wherever you listen to your podcasts.
And be prepared to be totally and utterly perplexed.
If you're a lineman in charge of keeping the lights on, Grainger understands that you go to great lengths and sometimes heights to ensure the power is always flowing, which is why you can count on Grainger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so you have everything you need to get the job done. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Avoiding your unfinished home projects because you're not sure where to start? Thumbtack knows home so you don't have to. Don't know the difference between matte paint finish and satin? Or what that clunking sound from your dryer is? With Thumbtack, you don't have to be a home pro. You just have to hire one. You can hire top-rated pros, see price estimates, and read reviews all on the app. Download today.
We're in the thick of summer, folks, which means more time out with friends, barbecues, exploring the world, hikes, whatever you like to do. I'm not one to judge, but you know what I don't want you to do is spend hours cooking inside. That's where Factor comes in. Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals are ready in just 2 minutes, taking the hassle out of eating well this summer. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, never frozen, perfect for any active lifestyle over the summer and into the other seasons. They have 45 weekly menu options, which is wonderful if you love variety like I do. It will fit all of your goals. If you're into keto, calorie smart, protein plus, vegetarian, they have all of the options. You get to pick them. It's super easy. I'm someone who gets so bored of meals so fast, especially like a meal program or habits. I like variety. I like excitement, especially in the summertime where it's hot, it's cold, it's rainy, lots of things are happening. That's why I love Factor. One day I can go super protein packed like the Santa Fe style green chili beef skillet, or maybe one day I go keto and do grilled filet mignon and creamy Parmesan shrimp, which also sounds so bougie. And it is. It's delicious. I love it. And some days, maybe I switch it up entirely and go coconut pancakes, a breakfast with delicious pineapple butter and chicken sausage. I love that I have options with Factor, and I love that it makes eating exciting. And it can make eating exciting for you too. Not only that, but simple. You love simple. I love Factor, and you will too. So to get started, go to factormeals.com/ghosttown50off and use code ghosttown50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code ghosttown50off at factormeals.com/ghosttown50off for 50% off plus free shipping. factormeals.com/ghosttown50off.
You've got mail. I'm Jason Horton.
I'm Rebecca Lieb.
And this is Ghost Town.
In 2012, 19-year-old Eric Simons was enrolled in AOL's 4-month startup incubator program called Imagine K-12, based at its Palo Alto headquarters. The program awarded him $20,000 to work on his education startup, a generous sum for a teenage entrepreneur. But most importantly, it gave him a building badge, allowing him to fully access AOL's 80,000 square foot campus. But perhaps most intriguing and impressive than Simon's scholarship was what happened after, where Simons continued to full-on squat at AOL headquarters for months after his time there was finished. Today on Ghost Town, the story of Eric Simons and his infiltration of AOL headquarters. At 19, Eric Simons' time at his AOL startup incubator was done. But he wasn't. After the 4-month program completed, Simons realized that his badge still worked, and the broke teenager began coming back to AOL to continue his work on his own tech startup, ClassConnect, a platform that allowed teachers to build and share resources with students, parents, and colleagues. Quote, after the first 2 to 4 weeks, I realized, wow, I'm actually getting away with this. No one really cares, Simons said. He would take and eat the company's free food and enjoy plenty of staff gym access. Then he began using the company's lockers for storing his clothes and laundromat for cleaning them. Soon Simons was full-on sleeping on the couches outside of security patrol areas. In an interview with Inc., he said, quote, I could have packed up and gone home to Chicago. The reason I didn't want to do that was because I needed to raise money so I could get the product launched and get a good team. The easiest thing I could have done was just close up shop and end ClassConnect. I think what we're working on here is going to have a very meaningful impact on education, and that's something I'm very passionate about. So I did whatever I had to do to get the company off the ground. To make sure he remained undetected, he'd wake up at a certain hour each morning and leave late that night. There were so many people going in and out each day, Simons said. They'd say, oh, he just works here. He's working late every night. Wow, what a hard worker. It was only after a security guard came in early one morning that he was finally caught. Quote, one of the guys who manages the building came in at like 5 or 6 in the morning, Simons said, and he scoured the entire place to find me, and he ripped me a new one. He was pissed that I was treating it like a dorm, which was reasonable. Allegedly, the security guard who found Simons knew that he was previously a member of the Imagine K-12 incubator and did not call the police. But getting on the record information about AOL's actions and reactions to what happened to Simons was surprisingly hard for me to come by. David Temkin, AOL's senior vice president of mobile and mail, actually said, on record, quote, I think he actually was sleeping there. I did not personally see him, but I have every reason to believe that this was the case. It was always our intention to facilitate entrepreneurialism in the Palo Alto office. We just didn't expect it to work so well. Now, a mere year later, 20-year-old Simons has been able to secure $50,000 in seed funding from Ulu Ventures and Silicon Valley venture capitalist Paul Scherer based on the work he did while squatting at AOL's headquarters. ClassConnect, now called Clayco, is being developed out of a rental house in Palo Alto, where Simons is now comfortably living, in his own room, I may add. He's also rented out one of the rooms that has a bunk bed in it using Airbnb, just in case any other scrappy, self-motivated entrepreneurs need a place to crash for a night, or for 60.
It's interesting that nowadays businesses or offices can't get employees to come into the office, and this person was like, I'll just live in this office.
I'm just going to stay here. Well, I love it because it also speaks to the culture of startups where they want you there all the time. And it's like, oh, do you? Oh, no, you don't. You don't. Because they have all these amenities and things to like keep you there, to keep you productive. And it's like when someone takes advantage of that, it's a bad thing.
I'm sure there's insurance related things and also, getting taken advantage of. And if one person does it, then 2 people do it. Yeah, it's we want to make as much money off of you essentially as we can. And it costs us the least amount of money.
Absolutely. And a 20-year-old can live anywhere, like
take it from
try
us.
them. Try them.
Take
exactly.
It from us.
Barely 20 pluses, I would say. But it's also very funny in the Inc. Interview with Simons. They ask him repeatedly if he had broken the law. And he's like, I don't know. I'm not sure. He's never been formally prosecuted or anything by AOL. He just kind of moved on to the next thing.
Probably also might be a bad look for AOL. It's like,
Yeah.
are you, people feel the need they have to live there? Are you not paying them well, or is it a bad look? And also, listen, we're keeping AOL in the news.
Yeah,
okay?
Exactly. You're welcome, AOL.
This is not a drill. You can get the new iPhone 16e with Apple Intelligence for just $49.99 when you switch to Boost Mobile.
Wait, that's the actual fire alarm. We need to go. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store for full offer details. Apple Intelligence requires iOS 18.1 or later. Restrictions apply.
If you work as a manufacturing facilities engineer, installing a new piece of equipment can be as complex as the machinery itself. From prep work to alignment and testing, it's your team's job to put it all together. That's why it's good to have Grainger on your side. With industrial-grade products and next-day delivery, Grainger helps ensure you have everything you need close at hand through every step of the installation. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.